The other three start, including the Big East Player of the Year, Natisha Heidemann. Rice in the navy, Marquette in the white. Bringing it up is the Conference USA Player of the Year, Erica Ogumike. And the force in the middle is Nancy Mulkey. Rice, a 12 seed, and they have the resume to make you believe they should be a single-digit seed in this championship. Late on the shot clock. Mulkey to Ida Marco. Mulkey rolls out, rebound, pulled down by Marquette. And Asia, the Golden Eagles want to go fast.
Yes, they do. They just want to play in the passing lanes as well and just get out and go. They don't really have a lot of size, so they're really going to use their quickness within their guards to get up and down the court.
Nicole Ida Marco corrals it. There it is, Mulkey inside. 6'9", a little turnaround. 0 for 2 start for Mulkey, but she was brilliant in the CUSA Championship game with 24 points, one shy of her career high. First take there is off the mark for Amani Wilbur.
This is the beauty of March. I mean, a lot of energy, a lot of emotions are in it, so it's going to be some bad basketball at times, especially in the beginning, because everybody wants to be that person right now.
Takes you a little while to get comfortable. Ogumike, not too long.
No problem.
You got that last name. The younger sister of Shine and Nneka. Off to a good start here in College Station. 3-ball rattles out, but that is cleaned up by Lauren Van Clunen. This is also a very good rebounding team, the Marquette Golden Eagles. Also the 4th highest scoring team at just under 83 points per game.
They want to go. They want to go in transition, put those points on the board very, very quickly.
Now's 28-3. Conference USA champs in the regular season and in the tournament. That one's off the mark for Ogumike. And Marquette getting up quickly. Offensive foul as Danielle King was out of control. There's Carolyn Keeger, 5th year as a head coach of Marquette. This was her moments before the tip. Keeger was fired up there.
What? Like, was she about to go play her team? She got him locked in.
I saw her running some point in practice yesterday. She probably could go if she wanted to.
Right.
Ogumike turns it over. Nice play, laying on her back from Van Clunen. Natisha Heidemann, number 5 in white, the Big East Player of the Year. 17.8 points per game. A smooth lefty. Van Clunen inside. Be careful there. Nice move. Nice. Over Mulkey.
And sometimes that's what you have to do when someone's bigger than you in height and maybe in size, is just do the little things. The fundamental turn to the basket and face up.
With this tip, Mulkey qualifies for the national lead in block shots per game. Got to consider she missed the first 8 games of the year with a fractured wrist. But this is tough going when it's against a 6'9" defender.
Yeah, and I mean, she just took her time, got her feet in the paint, and just a simple twist. And that's what it takes. When you have someone bigger than you, you got to find other ways to still score for your team.
Well, this is how deep Marquette is as they just enter, as that is an offensive foul drawn by Heidemann. She's the Big East Player of the Year, and just entering the game is last year's Big East Player of the Year, Alizea Blockton. Now Blockton coming off the bench in this game. She has started the last 7 games of the year for Marquette. Had an injury early on in Big East play that forced her to come off the bench. So they kept riding with that. She was named the Big East 6th Player of the Year. Van Clunen trying to stay hot. Ida Marco with the rebound. Lauren Grisby checks in for the Rice Owls. She's the Conference USA 6th Player of the Year. Mulkey. Tough start from the field. Ida Marco fighting for the rebound. New 30. It's going to be a more methodical approach for the Rice offense.
Yes, they're in a system. They're going to take it easy. They're going to do the basic things, not really force a lot of things, and you don't really see a lot in a lot of teams that play.
There's Jasmine Smith from deep. So Gumake has a three, now Smith.
They just let the game come to them. But Marquette does a great job of speeding them up and trying to get them out of their offense.
Battle of styles here to open up in College Station. Dan Cloonan, baseline, blocked by Mulkey. Her first in the tournament. Number 90 on the season. Mulkey on the drive. Stop and pop, and Mulkey is on the board on the offensive end.
Use your size, big girl. No one's playing up there with you.
24 points against Middle Tennessee, one shy of her career high the last time out. And it looks like Marquette still wants to go inside, even with Mulkey controlling the paint. Blocked it, mid-range, drops it.
But Marquette is putting their players at the short corner, which then makes Mulkey step out, which opens up the paint a lot more for their teammates on the flash because she has to guard that short corner. So I think that's a great game plan for Marquette right now.
You surprised that Van Cloonan has gone after her as much as she has early on?
I am, but I think that's just the game plan that they've been saying.
So much of the focus is on the defense, but Mulkey is a really nice touch offensively.
Yeah.
Blocked in, cannot get the response.
Yeah, for her size, the way that she can just handle herself around the rim, that's going to be key at the next level.
How do you defend her?
You got to give her space. You got to give her space. Make her put the ball on the ground because as we've seen, there's plenty of times she's been at the elbow, but she hasn't really taken it to the hole like that. So give her space.
So Rice playing 100 miles away from home in Houston with the early 10-6 lead.
They're a 5 seed. They say we're a 12 seed. I say it doesn't matter. I say there's a game to be played, and you don't know the winner until the game is played. They say they have experience in the dance. They've been here. They know how to dance. I say, watch us dance.
Tina Langley going with the they say thing.
Yeah.
The they, perhaps the selection committee, putting them as a 12 seed. What do you think about that, considering they're 28-3, they're ranked in the top 25?
I mean, that's just the beauty and the downside of the committee and of the NCAA. You know, they just sometimes they want to see some good games. They might not see things appropriately, but hey, that's the beauty of March. You just never know, but you still have to play.
They want to give us something to talk about.
Yeah.
Gumake trying for her second three, rebound almost brought in by Ida Marco. If you're Marquette, though, to put yourself in their shoes, they play DePaul the Big East Championship game. If they win that, they have a good shot at hosting. They don't win that, so now they're on the road to open up, and they have a very difficult 12 seed in Rice.
Yeah, and it goes back to what I said. It's just that March, you just can't control it.
Yeah.
You can only control what you can control. But in their case, Marquette should have won that game. Then you have to kind of weigh your balances in that situation.
They lost on an and one with 5.4 seconds left. They were up by 2. DePaul hit the free throw and won the game.
So tough.
Smith working inside. Mulkey is out of the game. This is Lott with the drive on Ida Marco and Selena Lott.
Basket by Selena Lott.
She became a starter when Blockton went down with an ankle injury at the beginning of Big East play. It's a deep team, not as deep as they have been because Erica Davenport, also a senior with more than 1,000 career points. She is out with a season-ending knee injury. Coming back on February 22nd. The NCAA Wrestling Championships continue tonight in Pittsburgh. Catch the semifinals at 8 Eastern on ESPN and the ESPN app, and special multi-mat coverage on ESPN3. Also visit NCAA.com, the home for all 90 NCAA championships. So an early 10-8 lead for the Rice Owls, the champs from Conference USA, and this is the Conference Player of the Year, Erica Ogumake. Shawnee Rainey, the kick out. Grigsby, front iron on that three, and it's Marquette basketball. It seems like coming out of the timeout, the pace has slowed down a little bit.
Yeah, they're settled now. I think everyone just needs to see the ball go in the hoop one good time, and now you're settled, and now you know this is just a regular old basketball game. That's it.
Easier said than done, I'm sure.
It is. Maybe fourth quarter, 2 minutes left. Now we're going to start to see the jitters get back in. But it's just a normal basketball game. There'll be plenty of games after this one.
Late shot clock. Heidemann, 4-3. Too strong. And soaring for the rebound and going down to get it is Altia Anderson. What a play there in the middle of the trees by Anderson.
I mean, just the second and third effort from these teams are great. Like, they don't let anyone get off on an easy rebound, and they just attack.
Low-scoring first quarter for the Golden Eagles. Blocked in the pull-up. Rebound by Anderson and a new 30. Wilborn thought about the quick three. Marquette will set it off. Offensive foul on Marquette. Anderson with a moving screen.
Anderson, her second, team's fourth. 42, Lauren Van Clunen returns for Marquette.
So Van Clunen will check back in. Keeger, some words of advice for Anderson. Keeger was intrigued to see how her team would look coming off that disappointment in the Big East Championship game.
Yeah, but you never know. Those are times where you grow. This is the time where you should be playing at your best, but at the same time, you're open to so much growth because you know that you have to be on your P's and Q's. You can't slip up because you see how it now affects you in the long run.
Mulkey, the moves, but Van Clunen goes down and draws the charge.
Offensive foul number 32, Nancy Mulkey. That's her first.
For the first on Mulkey.
Ooh, yeah.
The elbow.
Yeah, the elbow to the face is never good.
To the bridge of the nose. And you can see Lauren Van Clunen is trying to collect herself, wincing in pain. And she's going to go to the bench as Isabel Spingola checks in. That was a shot.
At least she has her mouthpiece in, so it didn't hurt that bad, I guess.
Or she's just tough, just really, really tough.
Elbow to the mouth, I don't know, I could do that one.
The steal, Ogumake. One-on-one, good defense from Danielle King.
Great defense, she stayed in her own lane, no foul.
That is one of the most versatile yet undersized players in college basketball. Shawnee Rainey getting on the board. Final possession if Marquette wants it. Wide open three. Too strong. Rebound pulled down by Rice. And at the end of the first quarter, the Rice Owls with the day, the men's team goes down to John Morant in Murray State.
I don't think that's foreshadowing. I don't know if this should be foreshadowing to this game. I think they might
Well, sometimes in the tourney, you run into personnel that are more significant than the seed line may say.
Oh, yes. Yes. I would never look at the seeding to anyone or any team. You have to scratch that out. Don't worry about what numbers besides your name.
The point being, a team in Rice, they've got players that a lot of 12 seeds don't have.
Yes.
Matchup nightmares. And Mulkey's on the bench right now, and Agumake as well. So 7 points in the first quarter for Marquette. Here's a steal by Selena Lott. On the feed, sails high to King, but she rips it back. Eventually landing in the hands of Rainey. Those 7 points, the fewest in the first quarter since January 13th against Georgetown, a game that Marquette came back to win. So it's one thing to keep them in check just for a little bit.
Yeah.
Do it for 4 quarters, different story.
Yes, that's very true. I think when they broke the game up to 4 quarters instead of 2 halves, it gives teams another chance to get back into it because you have that break.
Big shot in the corner by Selena Lott.
It's just like the momentum shifts when you go through that quarter break because you're to your benches and everything's different. So I think 4th quarter, breaking the game up into 4 quarters was something that was good.
We got a 1-point game and whistle against Rice. That is on Alexa Chrisman, number 1, the backup center. Chrisman had to play a lot in the middle of the Rice offense last season because of all the injuries. That is Lott with the 3.
Staying ready.
Averaging nearly double digits as a starter this season. More than 9 points per game. Wilborn from the SEC logo. Marquette takes the lead.
I don't know what was said in that huddle, but
it was good.
Came out with a lot more energy, I'll tell you that.
Good hands. Wilborn rips it away. Blocked into Van Clunen. And a travel. That's tough. She took the elbow in the nose by Mulkey, and then I think that basketball may have got her again.
That is a tough situation.
Mulkey checks back into the game. Also part of the Marquette game plan, try to make her run.
Yes. Get her going. See if she can rim run. See if she can play both sides of the basketball for 40 minutes. That is tough. I'll tell you that right now.
And Tina Langley is expecting that.
Yeah.
The Rice head coach. He told us yesterday as Agumake loses the handle, the Mulkey can run a lot better than people think. Lott wants another one. Can't get it. But the more possessions, the more up and down.
Yes, and also, you know, being a player, you want to be rewarded for what you do. You don't want to just be running and don't get any touches. So that plays a factor in how hard you run as well.
Great defense, Van Clunen. High point in the ball. They were trying to feed Mulkey. Feed a little low when he got a 6'9" target. Yeah. Van Clunen, great start for Van Clunen.
You have a 6'9" target. Throw that at the rim.
You know what? Lauren Van Clunen is not backing down from the challenge.
Not at all. And you can tell that was what that's what her coach told her. You know, don't back down because she's taller than you. Go at her. Because the same way you have to defend her, she has to defend you.
Mulkey with the drive, the turnaround. Here it's blocked it. Travel call. Tina Langley expected Rice could have a season like this last year, but it was absolutely derailed by injuries, specifically to the front court.
Yeah.
She calls this, it's been a slow build. To really sum it up, how it started is in year number 2, they went to the postseason. Won a postseason title.
Yeah.
And in cutting down the nets, you notice your team did not know how to properly cut down the nets. They cut the bottom and they cut the side, and she's telling them that's not how you do it. So it's a metaphor for how they've had to build this program step by step and doing it the right way.
Yeah, and it doesn't happen overnight. It does not happen. People look at the big powerhouse of schools and like, oh, they just woke up. No, it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of practice, team building, and it's tough. You have to go through the lows to get to the highs of where you want to be.
It was a WBI title 2 years ago. They played in the WNIT last season. After a long drought, back in the tournament, fantastic defense. We're seeing Marquette getting so active with their hands to rip the ball out.
Yes. They're speeding them up. And I think the best part is they're not fouling. Yeah, it gets out of balance sometimes, but they're not fouling at all.
To Mulkey. Little yo-yo action. She was out, she was in.
Faked them.
And you were calling for that, Asia?
Yeah. You got to give it to your big girl. I'm going to be biased, yeah, being a post player, but hey, she's 6'9".
Heidemann starting to get hot.
Yeah, she was going to wake up.
Senior class for Marquette. Heidemann's one of the leaders of it. A nice bucket there from Agumake. They have built this program up side by side with Caroline Keegan. Mulkey gets her hand on it. Back into the hands of Jasmine Smith. Smith will reset. So a slow start to the second quarter for Rice. But back-to-back buckets by their two leaders, Mulkey and Agumake. This is Ida Marco. The late shot clock does not faze Rice. This is what they want to do. Agumake forces it up, draws the whistle on Heidemann. But Rice and Marquette coming down to who wants it more as we open up the NCAA Women's Championship. Turnover leading to buckets for the Golden Eagles. Coming up, the Northwestern Mutual halftime report. Maria, Rebecca, and Andy will break down South Carolina and Belmont, Michigan, K-State, Iowa, and Mercer. And Asia, I'm just really impressed because you're doing a fantastic job with the color commentary while also watching South Carolina and Belmont.
Thank you so much. You know, I try to break it down, but not break down too much and not react. But, you know, I'm not worried about that.
Whoa. It was 4-2 Belmont early on, and you were freaking out.
You're not supposed to say that.
You were. It was 4-2. That's the power of the ESPN app. Watch all the games from anywhere. Agumake at the line. Coming off a 15-point performance, the Conference USA Championship game. She gets the split. Big sister is in the audience.
She is.
Three-pointer. Too long from Wilborn. How about the high school team that they had at Cypress Woods?
Crazy stat.
Agumake and Mulkey played together.
Yes, they did.
They lost one game their senior year and won the 6A state title.
Yes.
And there's Shanae in the crowd watching little sister. Now Olivia is also on the team. Hasn't played much this season because of injuries.
I'm glad. I'm pretty sure they're happy to see baby sis get into her first little thing in her own groove. Because as a little sister, she's probably traveled to plenty Final Fours with her older ones at Stanford.
Doesn't have the size of her older sisters.
Yeah.
But Erica plays in the same way.
Oh, yes.
Second leading rebounder among guards in D1 basketball.
Something about that run.
Right there. You see her go up to get that one?
Yes.
I mean, you were talking about 5'9", pulling down more than 10 rebounds per game.
Hey, that just takes heart. That is nothing but heart. You can't teach that.
And then bringing the ball up. That's a foul on Rice.
Offensive foul number 13, Erica Agumake.
So that will go against Agumake, number 1 on her. So Erica and Olivia started off their careers at Pepperdine. Erica is one of the top players in the West Coast Conference before transferring to play for Tina Langley. All these transfers that have come back, Ida Marco from Arizona State, Mulkey from Oklahoma, they're all relatively local from the Houston area.
Yeah. Man, stay at home, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
You have a little bit more fun.
That's what you did.
Yeah.
And it worked out.
I know, no regrets. I love it. But I mean, go where your heart is. For all the recruits that's listening out there.
Agumake denies the screen. Mulkey goes down to get it. And Van Clunin is doing everything. Let's either take a shot to the face. She took a loose ball to the nose as well. She got a rebound, laying on her back, and once again goes down. That's some of the length from Nancy Mulkey. Entered with 89 blocks, but was not qualified for the national lead in blocks per game until playing this game. Now she is, and she's number 1. Blocked it. Nice move. Can't get the finish. Rebound by Danielle King. Marquette only shooting 36%. They're 14th nationally in field goal percentage. Lott trying to get another. And that's off Rainey. Rainey doesn't like the call.
I don't think anyone in the gym likes the call.
It's a pro-Rice crowd.
It is.
We're 100 miles away from Houston.
All the students are here. Probably got out of class early.
Van Clunin trying to show the moves on Mulkey. Lott is off to a good start. Blocked it. Too long. Here comes Sydney Wiggins. Ida Marco, short on the 3.
Rice does a great job of looking for each other, but sometimes you just have to go. I'm not saying play Marquette's game, but beat them down the floor in transition.
And that is a carry called on Monty Wilborn. Because they've got the athletes that can get out and run.
Yes, and I mean, if they're waiting for Mulkey, okay, I get it, but sometimes you got to get the easy baskets while they're there in transition. Rather than waiting for a dead ball, they set up their press, and then you got to fight the whole 25, 30 seconds.
Mulkey leads Rice with 6. Agumake is there as well. Rainey on the drive. Van Clunin, no. Nice feed to Nancy Mulkey.
Hard to answer that one right there. That's just good basketball.
Mulkey leading all scorers with 8. Rice back on top. King for 3. Marquette, 2 of 11 from outside. They've missed their last 8 shots. Mulkey with position on Van Clunin. The right hand rolls off, and Rainey called for the foul. Coming up at 4 Eastern on ESPN2. Missouri and Drake. Florida State Bucknell. Game we have coming up here at College Station. Kennedy Carter is healthy. No limitations. She is back to take on Wright State for the Texas A&M Aggies, and then Rutgers and Buffalo, as Buffalo tries to make it back-to-back Sweet 16 appearances as a double-digit seeds. Check out your local listings for the game in your area. And remember, all the games stream it live on the ESPN app.
So would we say Buffalo is a Cinderella team still, or are they kind of like in the mix now?
Cat out of the bag. That's a good call.
Yeah, like it's kind of like, oh, okay, Buffalo's in this team. Cool. They've been there.
Still Cinderella, but just a little more name recognition. Van Clunen tries to recover, but a travel call.
I think she was so excited that she was that wide open, she was shocked.
She's having a fantastic first half with 6 points. The surprising leading scorer for Marquette. Her season high is 11.
She's doing all the little things for them.
4.7. Let's see what Rice does here. Going into the break. To Smith. Good defense by Lott. The putback right before the buzzer. Defense leading to the offense, and it's all Selena Lott. Lott gets the strip, puts it back in, and great peace of mind with the clock winding down.
Great way to head into the locker room.
Lott with 7. That gives Marquette the lead, 20-19 going to the break. Alex.
By Van Clunen, and she's taking it to the rim. She's attacking their big girl in Rice, and they're just doing it, playing hard. They're just playing hard. They're playing patient. And here, I mean, who wouldn't want to go into halftime with that momentum that she brought?
That was huge. 10 Rice turnovers. Marquette taking advantage of those. It's interesting because Lott and Van Clunen were not the two players you would expect with this kind of output. They combined to average 11 points per game on the year. They've got 11 going into the second half. The seniors, they need to start picking it up.
Yes.
4 seniors, all with more than 1,300 career points that are playing in this game. They've combined to go 3 of 14 from the field. And Carolyn Keeger has made no secrets about it.
Yeah.
This season comes down to, can this team reach the Sweet 16? Not get out of the first round. Can they get out of College Station?
Yeah. Sometimes you can't look too far ahead. You have to look at what's in front of you. Yes, the ultimate goal is to make it to regionals, to Sweet 16.
Ogumake loses her shoe. Smith goes down with Heidemann, and it's a held ball. All right, haven't seen that one.
That's a new one. This is new. Welcome to March Madness, everyone.
Yeah. Lace them up.
You lose shoes.
Just looking for the loose ball. That's a big contact with Heidemann and Smith there. That ever happened to you?
No, I've never lost a shoe. Never.
So is that 2 turnovers on 1 play? Is that how it works? Not a turnover, it's a held ball. The baseball pass to Ida Marco.
I mean, it was a good way for her to give up the ball without fouling. Just kind of take her shoe out of her. Where do you think you're going? Flat tire. Just give her a little.
So for Rice, first half, it's about their leaders, Mulkey and Ogumake. Here's Ogumake. Missed the rim. Marquette wants to run. Lott. That was an errant pass, and Lott did her best to just try to get something on it. So 8 points for Mulkey. 6 points for Ogumake. And to no surprise, they have been the focal point of Rice's attack. Smith running through the defense to Mulkey. Nice setup. And Mulkey is now in double digits.
I just love Mulkey's game. I mean, she knows she's not going to bang on the inside and get 2 feet in the paint and post up. But she knows how to veer off in ways that she knows she can get an easy basket. And I love that. I love that she understands that she's not going to bang with you all the time. Just because she's 6'9", she's not about to bang with you.
She has added 15 pounds of muscle since arriving from Oklahoma. This is a high IQ team, not just basketball-wise, in general as well.
Yeah.
Another block. Van Clunen fighting. Make that 2 on 1 possession for Nancy Mulkey.
I love to keep attacking and keep going at it, but sometimes you got to dribble that out. You can't win that battle right there. Not in the restricted area. Start it over.
4 blocks by Nancy Mulkey, who came into this game with 89. Van Clunen goes down. Mulkey taking advantage of it. 12 points for the sophomore. Once again, Marquette inside, and Mulkey is right there. How do they get the perimeter threats going?
It just comes from within. Like, there shouldn't be how do you get going. This is March. This is what you play for. You just got to believe in yourself.
Nice moves by King. Misses the shot. And Smith comes up with it. Rice basketball. It seems like most of the takes have been actually inside at the place you would least expect it, going at Mulkey.
Yeah, I guess they want to get her in foul trouble, but once you see that's not going, like you said, the seniors got to get involved, and you got to start pumping up your team and get yourself going. But it's hard when you got a big girl like Mulkey inside that's protecting the paint.
Foul on Wilborn. And you know, Mulkey's not taking the bait. So Carolyn Keeger spent a lot of time in practice yesterday working on slow shot fakes. Slow shot fakes from the post players to make sure Mulkey gets up and commits. But she hasn't been biting. It's good recognition.
Yeah. I think Mulkey probably came in knowing that they were going to do that, so she's just playing really smart. And
Rice, one of the top academic institutions in all of America, is considered the Ivy League of the state of Texas. Mismatch there with Mulkey, and we got a whistle.
She's just showing that she's just a smart player. She knows how to draw the foul. She knows not to foul.
Tina Langley doesn't have to be too rah-rah with this Rice team. She just explains everything they need to do in a very matter-of-fact way and says they do it. They understand.
I wonder if Coach Daly, I don't think Coach Daly is that way.
Okumake lays it in. 5-point lead for the Owls.
She had a matter-of-fact way, but I don't know if it was a tone that was matter-of-fact.
Whatever works, though, right?
Right.
Know your personnel.
You got to.
Marquette, the 4th highest scoring team in America, shut down to 20 points. Anderson to Lott, turnover. Sydney Wiggins wants to run. She's got a Kumake. And Wilborn strips it away. Marquette basketball.
Timeout, Marquette.
So Rice not backing down from the challenge, up by 5 here in the 3rd.
NCAA Women's Championship, presented by Capital One, is brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Every team's goal to make it to Tampa Bay this season with the women's Final Four beginning Friday, April 5th, 6:30 Eastern on ESPN2 and the ESPN app. Carolyn Keeger told her team after losing to DePaul in the Big East title game that they need to regroup, get better, and find out how to carry a chip on their collective shoulder coming into this tournament, because the plan all year was to carry this program further than they've ever been before, with the goal being the Sweet 16. Laura Galindo here with Asia Wilson. And Asia, right now, this is not Marquette basketball.
This isn't. It really isn't, because it's just, I think Rice, and I credit Rice. Rice is slowing them down, and they're controlling the tempo of this basketball game.
Marquette now just 2 of 12 from three-point range. So how can you offset that, right? If Rice is controlling pace, controlling tempo, and they're going to take all the shot clock, what can you do as Marquette to get back in your comfort zone?
I think it's a mental aspect. You have to not talk yourself out of it and say, oh my gosh, we're out of it. What do we do? But you do the little things like try to take a charge, try not to foul. You do the little things of the game, which is just making it harder for the offense. But it's tough to get out of a kind of a slump right now.
And Altia Anderson was trying to do one of those little things and take a charge. Instead, she's called for a block and goes to the bench. Nancy Mulkey with 12 points, 6'9" sophomore star, transfer from Oklahoma. And the Navy wearing 32. Backing down Van Clunen, showing a little touch, no. Heidemann pulling down the board. Marquette needs to go. Blocked in, no look to Van Clunen. Sloppy pass. Wiggins picks it up.
Sometimes you just might have to just take that layup. Love the extra pass, but you got to get points on the board.
Especially when that's the leading scorer on the team.
Exactly.
Heidemann just under 18 points per game on the year. And that's the second time there's been a low pass to a 6'9" target. Out and running is Lott. Beautiful in transition by Marquette. Lott leading the way for Marquette with 9 points. Averages 7 points per game on the season. Mulkey on Van Clunen, wants to pass out. Wiggins for 3. Wiggins got through. Sydney Wiggins, the sophomore from Georgia, with her first triple, but the response on the other end by Alizea Blockton.
I think Marquette might have to go the route of trying to shoot their way out of this. Not just attack Mulkey, but knocking down threes.
And the scary thing is, as DeMarco gets the inside feed, as for sloppy as Marquette has been, it's still a 5-point game.
It is.
They can cover that deficit in a blink of an eye.
Yes.
Mulkey controlling the glass, but it goes back to Lott. Van Clunen gets fouled by Mulkey. Opening up here in College Station, Mulkey is limping though. This is a serious moment for concern as Nancy Mulkey is hurt. We're going to take a quick break. We'll update you on her condition next. So this is what happened with Nancy Mulkey moments ago. Lauren Van Clunen fighting for position and gets into the midsection of Mulkey. So it looks like she's going to be okay. Just had the wind knocked out of her.
Yeah.
So Mulkey averages 26 minutes a game this season. Right now, she's played in 22 minutes of this game here. Tournament opener for Rice and Marquette. Rice Owls 28-3. First team in Conference USA history to go undefeated in the regular season and win the tournament title. Van Clunen and Lott are keeping Marquette in the game. Lott with 9, Van Clunen now with 8. Waiting for the seniors to break out for the Golden Eagles. Lott with the steal. Here comes Heidemann, Big East Player of the Year, going to the line for 2. This is what we're talking about. Does not take them long.
Yeah. And going off what you said with the seniors, like, this is something that they just need to wake up and know that they need to carry this team. If they're dreaming of going to the Sweet 16, you got to make a lot of plays.
We get to the round of 32 first. Golden Eagles with back-to-back Conference Players of the Year. Blockton winning that honor last season. Heidemann this season. And it's a 1-point game here in College Station. Nearly a travel on Wiggins. Just got stuck. 3 seconds to cross the line, and they do. Smith, the kick out. Wiggins thinks about it. Wants it. And it's out of bounds off Van Clunen. It will stay with Rice. And Mulkey will check back in. Great sign for Rice and their hopes of advancing to the round of 32.
Sometimes you just need a little break, even though the wind might have gotten knocked out of you.
Especially with a fast-paced team like Marquette.
Yes.
Haven't been able to run like they want to. Mulkey in control. DeMarco, no! The rejection from behind by Selena Lott. Fantastic performance for her. Heidemann inside. Mulkey with the ball. Here's Agumake. Rebound. Put back. Doing it all. And Clunin, the range.
She's really doing everything for them right now.
Van Clunin with 10 points, one off her season high. Can she get King, Heidemann, and Wilborn to follow? The two unlikely heroes of the tournament so far, Van Clunin and Lott, keeping Marquette in this one. Ida Marco, nice pass to Mulkey. Good crisp ball movement by Rice. Lott, corner three. Too much. Wilborn with the putback. And the pace now starting to pick up. Hand off to Wiggins, clear lane, and lays it in.
Rice has the most basic offense probably in the game of basketball.
Heidemann too strong, Mulkey rebound.
And they run it so well.
Lott rips it away. So much of it based off reads.
Yeah, like they just feed off each other. They look for one another. It's no screens being set like that. You just look for one another.
Lott with the save to Heidemann. No. Struggles continue from outside. Ogumake with the rebound and draws the foul. The road to the Frozen Four ices up Sunday at 7 Eastern with the NCAA Men's Ice Hockey Selection Special on ESPNU and the ESPN app. You can also visit NCAA.com, the home for all 90 NCAA championships. Here in College Station, it's a 36-33 lead for the Rice Owls. A 12 seed, but a dangerous one at that. Led by the Conference USA Player of the Year, number 13, Erica Ogumake, the Defensive Player of the Year, number 32, Nancy Mulkey. Giving Marquette everything the Golden Eagles could expect. Ogumake, no, there's Heidemann with the rebound. Marquette had a shot to host, but lost a close one in the Big East Championship game against DePaul. Struggles continuing from outside, just 3 of 17 for one of the top three-point shooting teams in America. Van Clunin and Lott have been the Golden Eagles that have been most effective. And Lott goes down. She's favoring a foot. And limps to the bench.
Not a good time for Marquette. Leave her healthy.
So Lott, the second leading scorer in this game with 9 points. Looks like she's favoring.
Is it her knee? It's her knee.
Final 30 seconds of the third quarter. Heidemann, beautiful execution.
That is what Marquette needs to do. A little bit more is just take it to the rack or shoot the lights out of the gym.
1 point lead for the Owls. Final shot in the third if Rice wants it. No Mulkey on the court. Ogumake thought she had the corner. Blockton was there. And fouls Ogumake.
Golden Eagles foul number 11, Alessia Blockton, her third, team foul number 5. Erica Ogumake on the line for Rice, shooting 2.
Easy call there, Asia?
Yeah, that was a pretty easy call. I thought they would get her with the body check before the hold, but I'm not a ref.
And Lott still being worked on the Marquette sideline.
10, Jasmine Smith in for Rice.
Ogumake just 1 of 3 from the free throw line. An 85% shooter in the regular season. 2 splits at the line for her. 7.4. Marquette with a big basket right before half. Heidemann trying to send him into the fourth with momentum. No. So to the fourth quarter we go with the Rice Owls, the 12 seed, holding on to a 2-point lead against Marquette. It's getting real good here at College Station. Welcome back to College Station. Capital One rewarding performance. It's all about 6'9" Nancy Mulkey.
I mean, what would you expect? No one can play up there with her. She's doing all the little things. I'm pretty sure she's probably going to finish with a double-double, but they're just looking for her, and they're rewarding her. Probably her coach wishes she could run the court a little bit more, but I think she's gave them great minutes, and that's what it takes to just continue to win throughout this tournament.
Chance to rest at the very end of the fourth quarter. She will start the fourth on the bench. She left a little while ago for a moment after having the wind knocked out of her. Some contact inside by Van Clunen. Moments ago, Selena Lott went to the bench. We're looking at her knee. Lott has been one of the standout performers with 9 points. Second for Marquette behind Van Clunen. This is the time for the seniors, starting with Heidemann. Nice play by Smith to get a piece. Rice basketball. So Danielle King, senior, 0 for 5 from the field. Blocked it, a senior, 5 points.
Yeah.
Heidemann has started to heat up with 7, and Wilborn with only 4.
I think they really need to lean on Heidemann. I think she needs to know that she has to carry her team. This is her team. She has to take over. I'm waiting for her to wake up and take over.
Marquette playing without Erica Davenport. Another senior with more than 1,300 career points, out for the rest of the year with a knee injury. Okumake.
I know big sisters are happy. They probably can't stop smiling at little sis.
Janae is here. Sure, Nneka is watching on the ESPN app somewhere.
Yes.
Blocked it. The kick out. Corner 3. Too much. Heidemann with the rebound. In some trouble. Forces it up. And there is King with the board. Van Clunen nearly walked. Lefty no good. Okumake pulling down the rebound. Heidemann almost had the interception, but it's off her. Rice basketball. Lott checks back in. Good sign for Marquette. She's back in with Amani Wilborn. 9 points, 5 rebounds for Selena Lott. And Rice will be patient. Okumake, pinpoint pass, close range. Out of the basket, no good from Rain. Van Clunen over the head to King, and King is on the board.
I've always said post players are the best passers in the game.
Lott with the takeaway. Going back to this feed.
Telling you, post players, yes. Big girls can pass too.
Beautiful by Van Clunen. Team MVP so far for Marquette. So stoppage here inside Reed Arena. And they reset the shot clock to 30. So right now, a good back and forth going on between the student sections at Rice and Marquette.
They are locked in as well.
So Rice basketball. Off the hands of Ida DeMarco. There was turnover there. Ida DeMarco said, my bad, to Sydney Wiggins. Can Marquette take advantage? Heidemann, quick first step, and gets the bucket. Heidemann with 9.
Timeout, Rice.
Tina Langley wants a timeout. Marquette all the way from Milwaukee ain't ready to go back home yet.
The NCAA Women's Championship is presented by Capital One. What's in your wallet? And in part by eBay.
Kennedy Carter is back. The stitches came out of the broken pinky on Monday. Gary Blair says no restrictions for Carter.
Of course, no restrictions. She's been playing like that all season. She's taking them off the dribble. She's knocking down jump shots. I mean, we're talking SEC leading scorer right now, and she's someone who's definitely hard to guard, and she's a sophomore. That's crazy to me.
One of the most electric players in college basketball. The Aggies will take on Wright State after this here in College Station. Fantastic start. Here are the home of the Texas A&M Aggies. Heidemann rips it away from Agumake. 7.5 left. Marquette trying to take the lead. Heidemann nearly got it. Agumake will slow it down. It's been one of those days for Marquette. Trying to get that lid off the rim. Only shooting 31% from the field. One of the top offensive teams in America. Mulkey has been tough to check, but Van Clunen has not backed down.
I mean, we could say Marquette has been in a slump, and it's been a tough one, but I mean, they're only down 1. Like, that's the crazy thing.
Van Clunen, too strong. Wiggins with the rebound. And Marquette is slowing down. Looks like they are out of gas right now. As Heidemann gets a piece, they were not booking it back down the court, which they're known to do.
I think they're playing into Rice's hands. They're playing their tempo, and I mean, they're controlling the tempo. I don't think we've ever would have seen a slowed down Marquette basketball team.
Agumake and Mulkey with 14 each. Leading scorers in this game. Up top to Mulkey. That's going to work every time when it's 6-9.
Every single time.
Marquette looking for something. Senior heavy squad that set the goal. Sweet 16 or bust. Beat Dayton in the first round last season before losing to Louisville. Heidemann, so close. That is 2 straight shots from Heidemann that looked like they were going to drop.
I just feel so bad because I know those games, you hate when you're in that slump, and especially for it to be now in the first and second rounds. That's a tough thing.
But still so much time left to play.
6 minutes basketball time is like 40. Slows down.
Marquette, 3 of 19 from outside. Here's King. Nice hands by Mulkey. Are you kidding me?
Defense by the Victor. I love it.
She is quicker than she appears on first glance.
Her length. She uses it very well.
Agumake wants it inside. Good position on King, and King is called for the foul.
Golden Eagles foul number 1, Danielle King. That's their first on the team.
Second foul on Danielle King.
On the line for Rice shooting 2.
One of the 5 seniors on this Marquette roster. Only team in America with 5 seniors with more than 1,300 career points. However, Erica Davenport has been out since injuring her knee on February 22nd.
11 Isaiah Blockton checks in for Marquette.
Agumake gets both. First time she's done that today. 39 points. On pace for a season low. They had 55 points against Miami. Only shooting 16% from outside the 3-point line. Inside there is Danielle King. well within the range of possibility for Marquette to get hot in the final 5 minutes.
And I wouldn't put it past them. I feel like they might be built for this.
They were tested against DePaul in the Big East Championship, but have not seen a player like that in a long time.
2 feet in the paint is something that you cannot stop.
They did play Mississippi State earlier this year with Kerry and McGowan. Lost that game. And right now, the size of Mulkey has been the difference. You played against McGowan. Watching Marquette go up and challenge Mulkey.
Yeah.
What is the challenge?
I mean, you really have to just give them space. Don't let them feel you. Don't let them know where you are, and try to play around them. Try to make them find you, so it occupies their mind and they're not thinking about scoring on you. It's tough. It is tough. And I'm the same height as some of them. So I can only imagine being shorter than them and still having to defend them as if you were 6'5", 6'6". So
we talked to Coach Langley about what makes it so difficult to scout against them. She says you have to have a plan for everything, but 2 plans. What do you do when Mulkey is on the court, and what do you do in a situation like this where she's on the bench?
Yes.
Biggest lead for Rice.
Rice got the little home court advantage.
Heidemann, pull up, gets it to go. Wiggins, inside to Rainey. Timeout, Marquette. The Rice fan base loves it. Here's Agumake. Nice move, pass back Clooney.
The hesitation and the up underneath the basket. Kind of like Dr. J.
So you have Rice holding their largest lead of the day by 7 points. This team is no joke.
It's not.
They had a case to be a much better seed than the 12th seed. 21 straight wins. Second longest active in D1, only Baylor with more. Keep in mind, the last time they lost was against North Carolina. That was the first game back for Nancy Mulkey, who missed the first 8 games with a fractured wrist. We're about 100 miles away from Houston and the Rice campus. Their fan base, the students have showed up.
Yeah, this is probably the first time I've ever seen a legit student section at like a first and second round.
Yeah, it's not the home team especially.
Even when we would have it, even when we host, I don't think we had a whole student section.
Here's Heidemann, leading scorer for Marquette. They have been slowed down. Van Clooney, she's been hot. No, Wiggins pulls down the rebound. Agumake loses it, travel call. Marquette basketball.
Wow.
11 Isaiah Blockton returns for Marquette.
Blockton checks back in. Wilborn goes to the bench. 3:25 left. Is there a final run for these Marquette seniors? Heidemann struggling. Rainey rebound. A moment there, I thought Wiggins, hello, behind the back.
Right. He's about
to throw the lead to the court. Slow it down a little bit.
Time and score, time and score.
Rice looking for its second win in NCAA tournament history. Agumake, deep 2. She's dropping them from everywhere. 20 points for Erica Agumake.
She is doing it all for them. She's rebounding. She's looking for her teammates. Scoring from everywhere on the court.
Blocked in for 3. That's the response you were waiting for from a Marquette senior.
Yes.
Little pressure here from Heidemann. Kumake with the handles. Mulkey. Patient approach, kicks it back out to Wiggins. Late shot clock, Rice is okay with that. Big screen from Mulkey, frees up Wiggins, who leaves it short. Under 2 minutes. King, coast to coast, nearly gets the and one. Instead, going to the line for 2. Tonight on the 6 p.m. Sports Center with Zubin. Got highlights and analysis on the first round of the NCAA men's tournament. Duke's first game against North Dakota State. See what Zion's got up his sleeve. And in case you missed it, some key NFL moves. Sports Center at 6 p.m. Eastern on ESPN and the ESPN app. So interesting dynamic now as the Texas A&M fans have started to fill Reed Arena. And they're probably looking at this Rice team going, okay, it's a 12 seed, pulling off an upset. And then seeing Mulkey going, wait a second. If we get past Wright State,
Sierra Johnson, if they win,
this may not be a matchup that we like to have.
And that's why you cannot pay attention to the numbers that are above the seat, because you just never know. Some people can be overseed, some people can be underseed.
Leave that up to the committee.
Yes. But it makes games fun. Gives you great upsets.
Some good defense on the Kumake. Gets caught up. Marquette roaring back. Wilborn, yes. 2-point game. Wiggins nearly lost it. 90 seconds left. Turnover, Rice, give it to Marquette. Wilborn cranking up the defensive intensity.
That's it. Great defense leads to great offense.
And that started off with Selena Lott, who has been the unsung hero for Carolyn Keeger. .115 left. Maria, thank you so much. Alizea Blockton has just tied the game for Marquette. Under a minute left. And the Golden Eagles, led by 5 dynamic seniors, one of which is unable to go today, has come back from the deficit. Nancy Mulkey, no. That's a rebound pulled down by Erica Ogumake. For Rice, it's been all about Mulkey and Ogumake. 20 points for Ogumake, 18 for the 6'9" sophomore. Trying for 20, no. Marquette will have a chance to walk it off. But first, Carolyn Keeger wants a timeout. 9-zip run for Marquette.
Yes. And I mean, I think we expected this. We knew that they were going to come back. They just needed to find a way for their seniors. And I mean, the seniors are emotionally in on it, and that's what it's all about. That's why they kind of climbed their way back. Not even climb, because they were only down by like 8 maybe at the most.
The biggest deficit for Marquette, 9. And it was just moments ago, but we've said this all day, that it was just a matter of time before the 4th highest scoring team in America got it going, and they've got it going at the right time. Now for Carolyn Keeger, she sold the vision. There wasn't a lot of evidence around to prove that they could get to this point. When these now seniors were freshmen, and they have bought in. The goal, though, is Sweet 16 or bust, a place where Marquette has never been before. This is the first step, taking down a Rice team that has won 28 straight games.
Yeah, and I don't think they came in looking at the seed numbers, but I mean, they're playing against a great Rice, a smart Rice team, but they've managed to to still maintain their system, still maintain the beat. Even though Rice took them out of their game, slowed them down a little bit, but they still, I think they're leaning on their seniors, and that's what you have to do. You have to lean on your seniors, and I think when she's in the huddle drawing up a play, I think she's going to go for a leading scorer. I think that's only right.
So you're calling Natisha Heidemann, number 5 in the white for the Golden Eagles, to get this rock. 4-16 from the field. She will inbound for Marquette. Selena Lott and Lauren Van Kluwen have been fantastic under the radar stars for Marquette. Wilborn with 10 seconds left. Wilborn, the drive. Heidemann, no! Blocked by Mulkey! How about some OT? No, we got .5 on the clock as Rice calls a timeout. Nancy Mulkey, go get some more.
Go get it. Use your lane. Use it.
It was right there for Heidemann until it wasn't. That space closes quickly when it's Nancy Mulkey flying your way. You know, Asia, the funny thing is that Marquette said we wanted to try to draw out Nancy Mulkey.
Exactly. Slow pump fakes, go for it. But then, once they got her out, she's blocking shots left and right.
5 blocks. She's also set a career high with 5 assists. So we'll see it again.
Mulkey's calling the timeout right
with
there.
1.6.
Uh-oh. And the ref's looking at her. Uh-oh.
We're going to go with 0.6 on the clock for Rice. Wide open one option. You got 6'9" Nancy Mulkey,
who is hot right now.
So just throw it up.
But they have to, you know, throughout the game, they had a little hard time passing, making that inbound pass. And getting the ball in the paint. So I just hope that they throw it to where only she can catch it, no matter who's guarding her.
Rice back in the tournament after a 14-year absence, trying for only their 2nd win in NCAA history. That is the Conference USA Coach of the Year, Tina Langley. Fantastic job at one of the top academic institutions in America. Rice.
Owls ball after the timeout.
Or they could go to the Gumake sister, who's doing pretty much everything.
Here we go. 0.6 on the clock. Ida Marco to inbound. To Rainey, left open for the win!
Oh my God, she was wide open.
I think even Rainey was surprised at the look she got.
It was a decoy. She used her 2 best players as a decoy and got her open.
Wow. Shawnee Rainey had the look of the day, could not get it to go. Hey, but we got extra basketball. Tied up at 52 at the end of regulation. Maria, send it back to the studio.
All right, thanks, Lowell. Thanks, Asia, Maria, Rebecca Lobo, and Andy Landers. Okay, late game situation right there, and somehow you have a player wide open in the corner. Rebecca, what would you have done coaching those last seconds?
Well, first of all, you can't let somebody get wide open. That was definitely a breakdown for Marquette. But in that situation, 0.5, you have a few fouls to give if you're Marquette. You just have to be really careful about it. But if there was somebody close enough on the catch, you can foul them, take some ticks off the clock, make them inbound it again. But wow, Rice had a wide open look on that.
Because they're not on the bonus, you can give that foul. You know, before you foul, you switch everything in that situation. You don't take a chance on somebody getting screened and leaving someone else wide open. Switch everything as soon as the ball comes in, foul.
I think Marquette was so in tune to worrying about Mulkey getting a lob close to the basket. They overhelped there, and then weren't out on the perimeter.
Yeah, I'd probably be worried about 6'9" getting a bucket off. But ultimately, we're headed into overtime. Remember, Rice trying to get their first NCAA tournament win since 2005 after a 14-year hiatus. Lowell, Asia?
Thank you so much. A 9-point lead for the Rice Owls. It vanished in the final 2:54 of regulation. first overtime game of the season for both these teams. Mulkey will tip with Van Clunin. And Agumake corrals it. $20 points for Agumake, leading all scorers. Mulkey is right behind with 18. Teammates chipping in where they can. Very methodical approach throughout the day from Rice on offense. Give and go. Nearly dropped by Agumake, and it ends up in the hands of Lott. That was perfect until the finish.
Yes. That was great basketball. You couldn't ask for a better draw. And it probably wasn't even drawn up that way. They just know how to find each other.
Van Clunin trying to draw Mulkey out. She's not taking the bait. Huge block at the end of regulation to give Rice a final look. Here's Blockton. Rattles out. It's brought in by Wiggins. You having fun, Asia?
I am. I would rather play in these games than kind of watch it, but this is a lot of fun.
Now in a game like this, do you feel nerves?
Not at all.
Locked in and just focused on the vision. Mulkey on Van Clunin. No. Still waiting for the first bucket of OT. Wilborn left open. She lost Wiggins and made Rice pay. Mulkey, and hand off to Wiggins. 10 on the clock. Turnaround, lefty touch, nearly went in, refused to. 2-point lead for Marquette. Marquette coming off disappointment in the Big East Championship game. Lost a 2-point lead in the final 5.4 seconds. Heidemann just a shot at the buzzer to win. Late shot clock. Heidemann draws the whistle on Agumake.
No basket. Rice ball number 13, Erica Agumake. That's her third. Team second, Golden Eagles ball.
So Asia, we talked a lot about the seniors.
Yeah.
But the unsung heroes, Lott and Van Clunin.
Yeah, I mean, they really kind of kept them in the game, honestly, and the seniors just kind of flowed into it. But I mean, Lott has really put everything on the line. Van Clunin's put everything on the line, and that's what March is all about. Where the ones that kind of get overlooked, they kind of had that moment to shine.
19 points by the sophomore duo. That's one of the seniors. Blocked it, no good. Surprise, surprise. Mulkey pulls down the rebound. 2.5 minutes to go. Texas A&M and Wright State will follow. Kennedy Carter had the stitches removed from her pinky on Monday. Cleared to play. Gary Blair saying no restrictions. Mulkey with the screen. Smith probing. Forces up the shot. Van Clunin with the rebound. Rice has gone cold at the wrong time.
Yes. The lid is now flip baskets.
Heidemann, full speed ahead. No good. All right, where does Rice go here to get something?
You just gotta attack. Attack. Mulkey, she's missed a couple of shots. So what? Keep going after it. Keep attacking the basket, but
pull up. It's the back of the rim and pulled down by Natisha Heidemann.
And on Marquette's end, I don't think they need to slow up anything. Time and score. You have the lead. Go for it. You don't have to speed, but see, that's not their game. That's not their system.
All teams looking like they're running on fumes. Blocked in, off the glass and good. 4-point lead for Marquette.
One minute to go.
minute. Ogumake gets it to go. It's a 2-point game. And Jasmine Smith whistled for the foul on Heidemann. Trying to pry the rock loose. 15 turnovers for Marquette. Shot only 34% from the field. Going through one of their lowest scoring games of the season. Carolyn Keeger being very specific what she wants from the Big East Player of the Year, Natisha Heidemann. 6-second differential. Locked in on Wiggins, tough shot. Rebound Van Clunen, she does it again. Rice needs to foul. Wilborn running away. Heidemann finally fouled with 2 seconds on the clock. But Lauren Van Clunen comes up with one of the plays of the game.
Probably the biggest rebound of the game. She's just been at the right place at the right time. And it might not come up on the stat sheet, but she's really done a lot for Marquette.
Van Clunen, 10 points, 9 rebounds, so just shy of that double-double. And from the jump, she was going head-to-head and not backing down against Nancy Mulkey.
Yeah, she put herself out there on the line.
Heidemann to the line for 2 shots to try to ice this one with 1.3 left. Rice has won 21 straight, the only longer winning streak in college basketball right now. Baylor at 23. But the run could end here in College Station. Heidemann gets both. 4-point game. Tina Langley wants a timeout. And it was back against the wall time. Gut check time for Marquette. Down by 9 points late in the game. They come back to force overtime. Now they've got the 4-point lead. .3 left. Rice down 4 here in overtime. The 21-game winning streak is in jeopardy. As there's a miracle somewhere. No. Marquette and the senior class keeps the dream, the Sweet 16 alive. Coming back from a 9-point deficit in the 4th quarter to get the win. Huge win, Asia.
Huge win, especially when they weren't playing their style of game. Rice kind of slowed them down. For them to come back and get this win in overtime,